Oscar De La Hoya claims that Floyd Mayweather avoided a rematch with him, and he's also jealous of Canelo's DAZN deal. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, I watched the interview with Oscar De La Hoya. It's a phone interview on the MMA Hour. Link is in the description. And De La Hoya made some statements that I want to talk about. I'm not going to read the quotes verbatim. You guys can watch it. It's in the description box if you want. So De La Hoya called into the MMA Hour. He's obviously promoting a fight with Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell, part 3, you know, like 17 years later. But that's coming up at the Forum, so I guess that's why they got in touch with him for that particular fight. And the first thing that was asked is conveniently about Floyd Mayweather. Now, that's not De La Hoya's fault. You know, it's the host. The host is the one that asked him the question. He was merely responding. And De La Hoya made his points. He says that he got his fighter almost $500 million, Canelo. I was born ready, right? $365 million for DAZN. Congrats to Canelo yet again for a 10 or 11 fight, 5 years. You guys know. So Canelo, Lambo Nello, he's rolling in the dough. He says as a result, he believes Floyd Mayweather is jealous and envious that Canelo is the new star. And he says he was basically being asked about his beef and banter back and forth, him and Floyd talking shit to each other. And he's just like, yeah, Floyd, you had your time. Now it's Canelo's time to shine. Let him live, let him eat. And they also were talking about, De La Hoya was saying he didn't think the Tenshin Nasukawa fight was real. It was more of a PR move, and it was never bound to happen. And he has a newfound respect for MMA fighters after, you know, studying the sport a bit more and watching it. And he says any boxer that goes over to MMA is frankly crazy, you know, because it's a different ball game, getting kicked and defending knees and, you know, arm bars and all types of stuff like that. So he was talking about Floyd basically wanting the spotlight and missing it, and that's what he does. Now, you can make an argument for that. You know, you can make an argument that Floyd tries to upstage people. You know, he likes to be the flashiest one in the room, things like that. I don't really think he's jealous of Canelo because, one, he beat Canelo, and two, he's made more money than Canelo, you know, and he did it in a shorter period of time. You know, that's just me personally. You know, why would you be jealous of a guy that you convincingly beat, right? And on top of that, it doesn't take you 5 years to make more money than that. You know, just in the Mayweather-McGregor and Mayweather-Pacquiao fights, Floyd made more than that. And that was in, you know, from 2015 to 2018, excluding the Andre Berto fight and anything else and, you know, club appearances, stuff like that. However, I think you can make an argument that he doesn't like to be upstage. Like, if sometimes even people with Mayweather Promotions have complained that, like, if they start getting too big, then Floyd, you know, he don't like that. He don't like the spotlight to be off of them, which is, you know, that's weird. So you can make an argument with that, whatever. But De La Hoya then started talking about how Floyd avoided him for a rematch. So naturally, new media, I listened to what he was saying. And he says basically Floyd Mayweather, that fight could have went either way. It was a close fight. And basically Floyd ducked him. Floyd avoided a rematch with him. And he purposely waited. He said he had a rematch clause that was good from a year from the date. Listen to this. De La Hoya claims that Mayweather ducked a rematch with him, you know, in a close fight. So I'm assuming he felt, since it was so close, Floyd was scared or ducked it. That's what he made it. That's what he kind of implied. And check this out. He says he waited and retired for a year and 1 day just to avoid De La Hoya a rematch. So I got to thinking, new media, I like to listen to what people say and then interpret it, see if it makes sense to me. And I was like, that doesn't even make sense because he didn't even retire after the De La Hoya fight, because Floyd has had like these two little fake ass retirements after Berto, but then the other one was after he knocked out Ricky Hatton. So I'm like, how did Floyd Mayweather, right? I was like, how did he retire for a year in one day to avoid De La Hoya because the fight was a close split decision win, So that wasn't making sense. So naturally I get on Wikipedia and BoxRec and stuff. And as you guys can see, Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know what he did, because we know he had the issues, like he didn't show up to the Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather fight because he was in rehab. So I don't know if his memory like is scrambled from a period of time. I don't know. But that story is definitely inconsistent about Floyd waited a year and a day, because as you guys can see, Floyd fought De La Hoya and won via split decision May 5th, 2007. He fought again that year against Ricky Hatton at the MGM, same venue that he fought De La Hoya, MGM Grand Garden Arena, which was the biggest, venue in Vegas before the T-Mobile Arena was there. And he fought later that year in December 8th, 2007. So this whole notion that Floyd waited a year and a day and came out of retirement just to not fight De La Hoya makes no sense. Furthermore, what De La Hoya is saying makes no sense is because when he did retire after the Ricky Hatton fight, as you can see, he fought Ricky Hatton, knocked him out December 8, 2007. He did not come back until September 19th, 2009, when he fought Juan Manuel Marquez, right? Also at the MGM Grand, and he pitched a shutout, knocked Marquez down one. So I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but from December 2007 to September 2009, that's 21 months. So I have no idea what Oscar De La Hoya is even referring to when he says Floyd, pretty much ducked a rematch by, he had a 1-year rematch clause and Floyd stayed gone and retired for a year in an extra day. Like, so I don't know where he's getting that. See, and this is the thing, because even the host, this is the problem with the casual thing. See, I knew this off the top of my head. I was like, that didn't make sense, but the host, because it's the MMA Hour, so maybe he's not well versed with boxing. So he was like, yeah, sounds about right. See, you see, people want to pitch this certain notion with certain fighters. Floyd gets it often. If you want to say he's jealous and this, that's subjective. That's debatable. But when we're talking about stuff like this, this can be traced back. People have to be held accountable for what they're saying. So if De La Hoya is claiming that Floyd waited a year and a day just so a rematch clause would elapse, then you guys make it make sense in the comment section with the factual dates. It just doesn't make sense. He fought Cinco de Mayo weekend and became the cash cow after beating the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Then he fought later again that year. So I don't think Floyd avoided him. And even if you want to say he did, what De La Hoya is saying is still inconsistent, and that certainly doesn't support what he's saying. And like I said, even if you want to say this whole year plus a day shit, he was gone for 21 months. That's almost 2 years. That's 3 months shy of 2 years when he did retire after knocking out Ricky Hatton. So boom, new media. This is what happens. This is what you might be able to sell this stuff to MMA fans or whatever, but hardcore boxing fans that watch it, because for me, I have a good memory in general. And I remember like classic iconic moments, watching De La Hoya fights and, where I was when I watched certain Floyd fights. Because I remember I didn't watch Floyd Mayweather versus De La Hoya. I ordered that at my apartment, and my brother wasn't there. But I remember we watched Ricky Hatton fight together. And I remember the time frames. So I knew that didn't even make sense. So I have absolutely no idea what De La Hoya is talking about. Again, I don't think he's jealous of Canelo making money, you know, but you can, like I said, make an argument that he doesn't like Canelo is in the limelight and, you know, setting record break. He wants to break all the records, shit like that. That's cool. I'm fine with that. But as far as his avoiding for the rematch, with what he said, go listen to it. The link's in the description. That makes no sense that he waited a year and a day. See, this is what I'm saying. You can't pitch these types of statements to hardcore boxing fans, because we will do the fact checks. New media, we here now, you know, and that doesn't make sense what he said. First fight was close. And see, the other thing is, you know, just to add insult to injury, De La Hoya, he keeps, like, when Floyd beat him and beat other guys like Shane Mosley, he was like, hey, we got to say Floyd is the TBE, you know. And then now, since he doesn't like Floyd and, you know, they don't get along, then he won't say that Floyd's a TBE or anything. He'll be like, oh, this guy will fuck him up, or this guy's gonna beat him. You know, it's all negative stuff. So it is what it is. But he's also flip-flop, where in the MMA Hour, he says it was a close fight, could have went either way. But then there's other fights. I think TMZ just recently, a couple months ago, did an interview with him when he was leaving like a club or something, and he was saying that he was robbed versus Mayweather. So, you know, those things, those are some inconsistencies. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.